Big cats, this is what I'm hearing. Right now I ain't fucking with nobody. I just wanna be on my own. Oh, my misery don't need nobody. When alone, bitch, I'm in my zone. Yeah, cause I just seen so much bullshit. Fake people trying to be real. Real love out here and get you killed. And they wonder why the youngest pack is still. Yeah, give a fuck how a motherfucker feel. Your opinion don't pay my bill. Truth hurts, boo, that's a pill. Yeah. That a motherfucker gon' have to swallow. I'm a leader, so them niggas gon' follow. She a bird, so the hoe gon' swallow. Yeah. Very handsome, sexy guy. See you later, farewell. One of the greatest artists on earth right now. Blazing hot. Sexy, melanated. God, he's so chocolate and delicious. I would definitely kiss that guy. I'm heterosexual. Male, identify as heterosexual. But I would kiss that guy. I would definitely kiss that guy. But, yeah, because with that energy, I'm picking up, man, the truth is really a hard pill to swallow, but once you realize that it's actually more liberating than it is hurtful, to figure out that a lot of people you thought were in your corner were really holding you back the whole time. Once you understand this and figure that out, then it's actually liberating. It's a cliche, but the truth shall set you free. And once you realize that you deserve so much more, and being alone is 110% better than being in bad company, like Big Cat, I'll say it a billion times, I'll shout it from the rooftops. My family tried to sacrifice me. My mother is actively stealing my mail, forging my signature. My uncle and his fat wife, Erica Powell, they stole from me. They burned my house down. They burned my house down, stole my truck, stole my prescribed glasses, go through my TikToks, everything that you see me have in the past years, in the past months. They stole those things, illegally stole those things. Yes, they're getting ready to face retribution right now in justice. But Big Cats, when you realize, because the only reason they were able to do that is because I actively put my faith in them to be my family instead of listening to God and the Most High, my intuition, knowing that they were never good for me, listening to my ancestors, because my granny and my papa told me my dad, or the dude who I thought was my dad, but he's really my uncle. And I barely found that out. There's a lot of nuance to my story, and there's a long life. There will be a movie about See You Later Farewell, Big Cat Sunseated. But Big Cats, just know, you think you're in a place amongst healthy, normal individuals that love you and support you. Big Cats, if your intuition is telling you these people are throwing shots, they're way too overly critical about you and their lives look like shit, they're nasty, disgusting individuals, their houses look like shit, but yet they judge everything you do and they want you to follow a path that they think is better. Big Cats, there was a life insurance policy illegally taken out on my name. Because my mother stole my social security, my my birth certificate, and my driver's license. When God made me have that TIA, which was a false stroke a couple of months ago, Big Cats, I would have never found this out if God had not lined me up for this truth. And I was ready to accept the truth because my intuition had been telling me that my family was always some sick individuals, but I was ready to receive this truth. But Big Cats, whoever needs to hear this, just know, if you feel like your life isn't going as planned, but there's so many people surrounded by you, especially friends, close friends and family, and you feel like they're judging you, stop fucking discrediting your intuition and your gifts. You're self fucking sabotaging. And I know it doesn't help that they gaslight and they manipulate, but just know, Big Cats, you are actively under attack. You have to understand that, and there's a lot of secretism that goes on behind closed doors. A lot of you guys have abilities, clairvoyance and things like that you discredit because, it would never be my mommy, it would never be my daddy, my uncle, my auntie, my cousin, my baba, my brother, my sissy. Big Cats, it's not you, it's the parasites. We battle not against flesh and blood, but we battle against principalities. There's a lot of demonic, evil energies out there that are inhabiting the individuals closest to you. And the more you discredit your intuition and your guidance, the more you will constantly fall into their pitfalls and traps. I've had so many Big Cats come and talk to me. Big Cat, I went to Oceans. My mama put me in Oceans. Big Cat, my uncle put me in jail. Big Cat, my daddy tried to fight me. I don't want to hear it because I told you guys. I don't want to hear this shit. I told y'all. I don't want to hear it. Stay out of my inbox with them boo-hoo stories when I fucking am obviously telling you. Big Cat, my girlfriend of 7 years cheated on me with my brother, and I found out they've been sleeping together. I found out my kid's not my kid. Boo-hoo. Truth hurts, boo, that's a pill. Yeah. So the bitch gonna swallow. Big Cats, I'm trying to tell you that that's what these readings are about. So I call upon the Almighty Divine, the angelic guides, and the ancestors that watch amongst us. I ask that you please inhabit my heart, mind, body, and soul. When I split the deck 3 of swords, that's the ultimate betrayal besides it. And there's the 10 of fucking swords right there on my other deck. So yes, Big Cats, that energy is very prominent. Stop fucking playing. I call upon the Almighty Divine, the angelic guides, and the ancestors that watch amongst us. I ask that you please inhabit my heart, mind, body, and soul. These cards is reading the private spectators. I ask that you please protect us and guide us into benevolence, happiness, security, grace, and the truth. I ask that you please give us divine liberation and the capacity to handle these truths so that we may get away from any negative, low vibrational, toxic, stagnant, unwanted frequencies and transmute them into love, light, balance, grace, immense fortune, security, and sovereignty. I said. Allow us to be sovereign, honest, and true on our paths. See you later, farewell. He's a sexy badass. And honestly, Big Cats, when you go through so much trauma and you still retain your innocence and your childlike aura, it only makes you a badass. It only turns you into Batman, Superman. You only turn into a superhero once you go through these traumas, these trials by fire, and you come out on the other side a badass. You don't let it turn you sick. My parents and my uncles and my cousins, they let it turn them sick. I have a cousin. He's really my cousin, but he's not my cousin. He's my cousin on my dad's side. It's crazy. I thought he's my cousin on my mom's side, but my uncle's a cuck and his wife is a witch, and she had a baby with my uncle on my dad's side, and oh my god, this shit's crazy. And I always knew he don't even look like my uncle on my mom's side. He doesn't even look like him. And shit is fucking wild, dude. Shit is wild. Big cats, when you get older, my age, not 20, shit, everybody's timeline is different, but there will be a time where earth-shattering truths start to come out about your family, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck? But this is your Big Cat Big Dick Collective Energy reading for tonight. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Guys, yeah, with this Nine of Cups, I'm seeing that you may be ready for these truths to surface. I'm seeing that you're in a divinely, emotionally stable position right now. And right now, a lot of things are being presented to you because you are in this position of stability. You are able to handle so many different offers because your intellect, your emotional capacity is at a level of calmness, acceptance. So you're able to usher in a lot of truth and a lot of stability within your life right now because you have worked diligently for these new beginnings and these truths. I want you bad, but my ego won't allow me to show it. So because you have a lot of options, you're very magnetic. When you become in your strength and your emotional assurance, your unapologetic power brings in, it creates a polarizing effect, and it brings in a lot of different energies. You are magnetizing so many different energies in your life right now. So you need to be aware and protective over your frequency and your energy. Because with this Seven of Cups, I'm seeing that your options are broadening to the umpteenth extent. You may have been dealing with people who thought they were going to make you an option because they were living off of your energy. So they had the options that were really gifted to you, but now you're calling back your energy and it's creating so with this Seven of Wands being out here, I'm seeing that your magic is something of, it's awe-inspiring. You have a divine mysticism about yourself that you oftentimes fucking overlook. You think of people and they hit you up. You discredit yourself so much that you allow people, the biggest snakes, deceivers, and backstabbers to steal your energy and run off with it. And then you admire those people. If that's not self-sabotage on the highest form, then I don't fucking know what is. Because you have to really start to value yourself. And this could have all been an organized plot. Because I'm seeing Ten of Swords in my other deck crowning. Because you have to understand, if you came up in an abusive household, abusive family dynamic, I was subjected to molestation, beatings, to like bled. My mom would beat me till I bled and I was limping. And I loved her so much and I would hide my scars in school and shit. And it's crazy that I got older and I seen like that white kids report their fucking parents. I never thought once to report my mom as a kid. I didn't even know that was a fucking option. Honestly, I probably would have done it. But I was left with molesters, all kinds of shit. I was touched by men and women. I was treated like a fucking rag doll. And I'm not even sorry. I'm not trauma dumping on any of you because do you see how fucking strong and benevolent? I used to be 300 pounds. And my parents, my familiar unit wanted me in that timeline where I was fat, depressed, sad, impulsive. They loved when I was impulsive because they could control me via my emotional instability. When you're impulsive and you don't have control over your emotions, that's why it's beautiful that you're in this Nine of Cups. You have emotional control and you can call things out with your sword of truth instead of reacting and being overreactive and reactive with the shit. Because the reason why they stole all my shit is because they thought I was going to go over there and try to enact some type of revenge myself. But I'm 30 years old. I'm fucking way too old to be on some dumbass shit. I'm way too old. But it's crazy because months before they stole my shit, I went to my uncle's house, the dude formerly I thought was my dad, and I called him out. I was like, bro, you're talking shit about the family, and I didn't come here for this. What are you gonna do? He got up and picked up a fucking tire iron and tried to throw it through the windshield of my fucking truck. That quick. Because he felt so threatened by me speaking his truth. And I've told this story before, but he used to come in the house that he burned down, him and his big walrus wife. And he used to come in his house and like come in my house and like knock the door down, like not knock the door down, but kick the door open and be like, address me like a king. And my brothers that I was let stay with me at the time, they would adhere to the bullshit, man, and they were my older brothers. This is the craziest shit. But lo and behold, they were working with the motherfucker, so it makes sense. But they were afraid of him. Long story short, they used to be afraid of him. The only one that's ever stood up to that man. It's weird as shit. And he always saw me as a threat because of that. But yeah, with this Seven of Cups being clarified with the I like it when you're mad at me, papi. These people love to get you out of character. Their main focus was to get you out of character so they could pin the blame on you. These are emotionally reactive abusers. They use people who don't have emotional regulation against them. And once you decide to separate and speak your truth, the unadulterated, the unaltered, the unedited truth, because it makes them look like the piece of shit monsters that they are, instead of you being emotionally reactive and overreactive and, oh, you hurt me, oh, I'm gonna fight. Because that's never the right way to go. Because separate yourself, speak your truth, and expose these animals for the animals they are. Disgusting. So yeah, these people wanted you in this Nine of Swords energy, but now they're in this Nine of Swords energy. Once you decide to speak your truth, every knife they put in your bag, every expose that you put on display towards these individuals becomes the burden that they wanted you to carry. These people are fighting so many demons, and it's really not even demons, it's just accountability. Truth hurts, boo, that's a pill, yeah. You can't make music that good and not live the life that I've lived. I've had such a traumatic life, and I alchemized and transmuted every single bit of it. And I know it's something that they can't, that's why they thought I was sweet, and they thought they could steal from me without me reacting in a way more intelligent way than they thought. Because in the past, I was emotionally reactive. When I was 20, fucking 10 years ago, when I was 19, when I was 18, when I was 17, when I was a fucking kid, I didn't know any better because I was raised and conditioned by the exact people who never got over their childhood traumas. They never learned how to be emotionally stable. My mom is a very covert, narcissistic, sociopathic drug addict. And I've said this in other videos, but she is one of the biggest dope fiends I've ever known. And you'd see this woman and you would never know it. You would never know it unless you knew the signs and shit. Because she's very reluctant to transparency. She'll point out the flaws in everybody else. She's quick to point out the flaws in everybody else. But as far as pointing out flaws in herself, don't bank on it. Not even she's one of those people that she can stub her toe and you can be like, damn, you stubbed your toe, and she'll be like, no, I didn't. And you're like, what the fuck? She literally tries to warp reality right in people's faces. And some people fall for this shit. So with this Nine of Swords being clarified with the, I know words can't fix what I did, but I'd like to try. What the fuck? You can't make this up. I could really end the reading right there. Nine of Swords. These people are burdened by the lies, the truth, the manipulation, the abuse they put you through. But now they're feeling remorse now that they're being exposed. Now that the burdens are becoming too hard to carry, they can't handle it and they want to try to fix it. I know words can't fix what I did, but I'd like to try. Because this Hierophant energy lets me know that these people were in cohorts. These people were in cahoots. They were all in it together and they all came against you. Because if you feel like your familiar unit is against you, stop fucking playing with yourself. Stop gaslighting yourself like they're doing. You're actually absorbing their energy and they're siphoning yours. So now you're gaslighting yourself to where they don't have to do it anymore. And they're taking your big cat divine energy, going to get badass jobs, going to feed the whole family and leaving you out, making you an outcast, making you crave their love and acceptance and shit. What kind of peasant ass shit is that? What the fuck? So with this Hierophant card, I'm seeing that they were in collaboration, a collaborative effort to take you down. But also on the flip side of this card, I'm seeing that God came in. God is divinely orchestrating this whole situation. A lot of you are starseeds placed divinely in families, precisely in toxic, disgusting, demonic families, so that you were the Achilles heel to these families. You have been documenting so many years of abuse and corruption, so you can call it out firsthand. Big cats, I'll never back down from my destiny. Stop playing with me. What did I just say? A lot of you were divinely put in these positions. I'm sorry, I'm pumped up. I just ate some avocados. I just ate like 4 avocados. So with this last card being the Ace of Wands, Big cats, there's no more proof needed. The divine is orchestrating every step in this situation. So you need to act out of passion at this moment. You have something that has been blocked from you. You have a divine gift, a divine topic that you love speaking on. It could be anything. There's something that you love speaking on that your family, your friends, your loved ones would always be like, they wouldn't support you in. They always seem like they were shady behind the scenes. They never seemed like they celebrated you, not even a little bit. There's always something that you had a passion for that you weren't supported in the ways that you knew you should have been supported in. Big cats, the Most High is telling me that you are cleared, freed to go after that passion, raw, fucking with every bit of tenacity you have inside of you right now. Big cats, all blockages are being removed. Big cats, your enemies are occupied with the burdens of their stupidity. So they hate you because they know I'm obsessed with you. Big cats, they never liked you because they know how favored you are by the divine. Big cats, this reading is divine. This is for my big cat starseeds out there. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but the ones who have accepted their missions, just know it's your fucking time. So big cats, with the Six of Wands crowning the deck, I'm seeing that it is a moment of introspection because you may not even know it, but you have triumphed over so much. You have overcame so much. Maybe 6 years of abuse is what I'm hearing. Big cats, you have triumphed maybe 6 people. You have defeated so many principalities just by being the pure-hearted individual that you truly are. The last thing you need to do is stand in your truth. Stand in your truth. Do not move. Man your battle station. Man your battle stations. We'll have you dead pretty soon. Come now. Let's go. Speak your truth. King of Swords when I split the fucking deck. Go Eden Camry, greatest band to ever live. Greatest band to ever fucking exist. Man your battle stations. We'll have you home pretty soon. Oh no, man. Sincerely. Oh my God. I seen them live and I cried like a fucking baby. King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Big cats, follow your intuition. Big cats, you have someone trying to come in and emotionally manipulate you and make it seem like trying to gaslight you again, bring you back into the demonic, dickheaded dynamic of dumbassery. They're trying to bring you right back in and rock you back to sleep like a little baby because it was easy in the past. You made it easy in the past. Big cats, you're no longer making it easy. So big cats, I love you guys. Y'all keep carrying that pure heart, keep carrying that light heart, and keep speaking your truth no matter how bad it hurts your people's feelings. No matter how. Big cats, it's crazy because once I start realizing my social solar plexus and my throat was being attacked. I was a child, and when I would speak my truths, I would be crying, and it would be hard for me to speak my truths. It was almost like their gazes and their judgments were silently keeping me quiet. And then when you're born in a family of immense abuse, I was fucking abused in every single possible way. And I had that victim mentality to where I was going down the road they wanted me in. When you have that victim mentality, you end up being just like your abusive parents, and you don't even realize it. Everybody's out to get you. Everybody's, no, big cats. You are a fucking carnivorous predator. You're the fucking big cat. You're not victimized by nobody. You're too smart. You're too tenacious. You're too righteous, upstanding. You're too literate. You're too badass to ever be victimized ever again. Heal your inner child. Foster it back into protection. And I'm always spitting like a fucking foster your inner child back into protection. I love you guys. You have a beautiful night. We'll be back with more readings probably tomorrow, but you already know what it is. Much love. You have a beautiful night.